Hi, my name is Rose Gennaro. I'm an artist living in upstate New York in the Hudson Valley, and I have done 2 paintings depicting the coronavirus, and I wanted to share my story behind the paintings with you. So this one here is a painting that I did depicting the coronavirus in New York City, and that was actually the second painting that I did, but I wanted to show it to you first. I'm going to explain this painting to you after I explain the first one, so I'm going to take this down and put the other one up for now. So around the middle of March, the coronavirus got really bad and New York became the epicenter, as you all know. So I painted this painting right at that time, and I did it as a way to get my feelings out about the virus. It was a way for me to cope with it, and I used the walkway over the Hudson as a backdrop for this painting because I knew that I could get a really big expanse of sky and everything that I wanted to put in this painting if I used that. The walkway over the Hudson is the longest pedestrian walkway in the world, and it spans the Hudson River, or crosses the Hudson River between Poughkeepsie and Highland, New York. It's not far from where I live, and I've gone there many times and I have lots of pictures of it. But for this particular painting, I made the sky up because I have never seen a sky like this. I was trying to show the coronavirus in the sky, and it had to be very dark and very ominous. And I feel that I've shown that in this painting. I wanted it to be that way because this is how it felt to me. And I felt that this is how it felt to other people, and I wanted to show that. But I also wanted to show in this painting light and hope. Although right now, at that particular time, the middle of March, it was so bad that there wasn't much hope. So I put a little glimmer of hope on the horizon to show that down the road it's going to get better. There's light coming up behind the clouds, and things are going to get better. I also painted a solitary person on the walkway, and normally on a normal day the walkway has thousands of people. But for this particular painting, I wanted to show our isolation by putting one person on the walkway. And this symbolized how I was feeling, and then I realized I need to share this with people because there's other people that are feeling this way, and I wanted to show them that there was hope. So I'm on Facebook, I have a Facebook page and an Instagram page, and I shared it with my friends, and I wanted them to feel the hope that I was feeling by looking at this painting, as dark and ominous as it is. So I did name this painting In the Midst of the Storm, COVID-19, and it is a 24 by 18 oil on canvas. So just as I finished this painting, I realized, it just came to me, I knew I had to do a second painting showing the coronavirus in New York City. And the urge was so strong, there was just no way that I couldn't do that painting. So I'm going to put that one back up. So for this painting, I knew that I saw in my mind before I ever did the painting that I wanted to show the New York City skyline with the Statue of Liberty coming up and behind it and larger. I knew that I wanted to show the coronavirus in the sky, but I really didn't know how I was going to do it. So you would think that a painting like this you would draw it first, but I didn't draw it first because I had to visualize it, and I couldn't visualize it until I put something down on the canvas. So I've been to New York City lots of times, and I have a lot of pictures. Just ask my children, who I drive crazy because I take so many. And I used about 6 photographs of all the ones that I took to make this skyline in the Statue of Liberty. It's not accurate, but I just basically wanted to show the important things in New York City that would make people think of the city, like the Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building, obviously the Statue of Liberty, the Freedom Tower, and the Brooklyn Bridge, to name a few. When I started the painting just by taking my brush and outlining some things, and then I just painted it in. Once I got that done, I did the water. I didn't have a photograph as a reference, so I just made up the water. And then I got all this done, and I realized, oh my God, I have a really good painting here. And I got very stressed because I thought, do I really want to put this coronavirus sky in? Because I honestly didn't even know what it was going to look like yet. And I could have easily painted a blue sky on a happy day and had a really good painting. But I knew, oh no, this is something I just have to do. So I just went through 50 plus photographs, that I have of different skies that I've taken myself, of sunrises, stormy clouds, stormy skies, all that stuff. And I went through all of them, and I eliminated everything but two. This particular part of the sky came from a photograph that I took when I went to a Yankee game. I was on the train going down to the Yankee game with my cousin on Metro North, and this incredible sunset happened over the Hudson River. So that part came from that photograph, and the rest of it came from another photograph that I took of just stormy skies. And I put the two together, and neither one of them look exactly like the original, but I just kind of did what I thought it should look like. And then I liked about this was that the light shining down on the city to show, that the light on the city, the hope, the resilience. What I was trying to show, that the light is driving the virus out, that the Statue of Liberty is our symbol of hope, freedom, liberty. It's going to prevail. New York City's going to prevail. The United States is going to prevail. The whole world is going to prevail over this thing. And they basically wanted to give hope. I felt that the intent of the painting, everything I was trying to express, was in this painting as far as the coronavirus. And I felt it was important to share the story behind it. Even this part of the sky, I just made that up because I felt that I wanted to show light again, and just basically that New York is known for its resiliency. That's all I can say. And I wanted to show that in this painting, to give people hope, to know that we're strong, that we're going to get through this, to give people faith, hope. And I hope that it does that for you. I do have a website if you care to go and see any more of my paintings, which is www.rosegennarroart.com. As I mentioned before, I'm on Facebook with a Facebook page and Instagram. Before I go, I just wanted to mention that the title of this painting and how it came about, I had 2 pages of titles written out, and none of them seemed right to me, and it was so frustrating. I didn't know what to do. I was like, this is as hard as the painting. So I have 3 grown children, and I were in a family chat, and I said, can you guys please help me brainstorm a name? And my oldest son came up with the name after we brainstormed several names. And the name that he came up with was NYC Unmasked. And everybody unanimously liked that name. I like it. I think it says everything I want to say. You don't have to, that name says it all. Because eventually we're not going to have masks. Eventually this is going to be over. It speaks of the virus. It speaks of everything I was trying to say. So thank you, my oldest son, Tom. Thank you, Matthew, and thank you, Catherine, my other 2 children. And I just wanted to say that I do hope that this is an inspiration to you. I knew that I had to share it. I thought it was important to tell my story. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thank you for taking the time to look at it.